Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is AJ and you are watching Me and Mr. Vuitton. I'm here today to share with you my 3-year wear and tear update on my Chanel Jumbo handbag. I seriously can't believe that I've owned this bag for 3 years. I just ticked over 3 years on April 28th. That was the day that I picked it up from the boutique. And to be quite honest, you probably know, or if you've followed my channel for a while, I'm a little bit fickle when it comes to handbags. I'm like Goldilocks. It takes me a while to pick just the right one. So the fact that I've owned this bag and kept the same one and kept it for 3 years is really, honestly, it's a testament to the style and to the durability and just to the legacy of this handbag, in my opinion, because I can be very fickle and I sell, and if I want something different, I'll sell to, be able to afford something different. So I wanted to share this video. I did, I think, at least a 1-year review when I was on YouTube before, but now that we've hit 3 years, it's definitely getting into the place where I wanted to share just some wear and tear on the item, how I store it, just my thoughts on the bag, would I purchase it again, all that good stuff. So if you're interested, if you're looking into a jumbo, please keep watching. So this is the bag. I store it exactly like this in the dust bag, the gorgeous felty dust bag that we all know and love for the classic handbags. Flipping this baby open. I do have some lint on it. I don't know what happened there. I need to lint roll it or something, but it's still in really good shape. There's the beautiful Coco Chanel in the front, and this is how I store it. So the first thing you may notice when I take the dust bag off is that it is not clasped. And the reason why I don't clasp it, it definitely would clasp with the chains kind of slammed in there and the felt on it, is because I wear this bag a lot, and to be honest, I've used this bag a lot, and I'll use it for like a week straight, or if it's like a really rainy week, because I've carried this bag in rain, I've carried it in snow. I don't want to say it's indestructible, but it's great for wet weather. It just wipes off and it's perfect still. But if you have this bag stored, like in the summertime, I don't use it as much just because it's a black kind of rainy day type bag. If you store it for a while, you'll end up with quite an indent on the double flap, which I'll show you in a minute from that love letter zipper pocket. So I always store it unclasped like that so it can just be relaxed. It still fits in the dust bag fine, but she's open like that pretty much whenever I'm storing it. The chains, you can see, I just tuck them down in. I always use the felt. This is the original felts that came with the bag when I purchased it. So you have the first one there to protect the double flap, whoops, and then the second one there, which has the holes that goes here on the front. So as I was saying, if you have this bag clasped when you're storing it, you'll end up with quite a indent from the zipper. Mine pretty much has, it has like a little indent, but it's really very, very minimal there because it would be right here from that zipper pull. So you can see there's really no indent. It's because I store it with that open. So the CC does have a little bit of scratches on it because one time I was at Chipotle, and you know how there's like that corrugated aluminum on the walls at Chipotle? I sat my bag down on the floor, which was insult enough, and then I heard it go on that aluminum, that corrugated aluminum like wall covering, and I cringed. I was at a business meeting, and so I couldn't like check it out right then, but I just cringed because I knew it probably had scuffed up the turn lock. And it scuffed it a little bit, but it still is in really good shape. I don't really have a whole lot of real horrible scratches on it. And to be honest, I really think caviar just gets better with time. The more your hand oils touch it and you use it, it's really become beautiful and shiny. It was very shiny anyway. This is a 22 series handbag because I did purchase it in 2016, but I think it just gets better over time. Of course, my bag does have gold hardware because I'm a gold hardware freak, and the inside is in great shape. There are no scuffs really. Caviar, like I said, is pretty resilient. So I store with the paper that came with the bag right in there, and of course there's the pocket, and then I have the chains laying on top, and I will get those out. I do use this pillow to fill it with. This was gifted to me by my beautiful friend Karen. I would have to try to find the seller or where I think it was from someone in London or England was where she got it. But this is just a little pillow that's like the same material as the dust bag. It's sort of a velour type material, and it just is the perfect size for the jumbo. So I do store that inside of the bag to keep its shape. And we will go ahead and pull the chains through. So here is the beautiful bag. The inside, I do have some, you know, a few scuffs and scrapes like from rings or from my fingernails catching it. But for the most part, the inside is in really, really nice shape. You know, this gets a little bit stretched. I have noticed that I do have, I don't really know that you'll be able to see it, but I do have some, you know, some minor scuffs like on the inside of the burgundy part of the leather along here. Again, just from reaching in and out of the bag. And then you probably just saw there a little bit of creasing from opening here along the back, which is to be expected with a flat bag, but there is a little bit of creasing there. The back pocket is, I don't use it at all. I don't put my phone in it. I'm always too afraid to stretch it out, so it's still very, very stiff and tight there. And I really, you know, like I said, I take really good care of this bag, but I'm not scared to carry it out in the elements and rain and snow because it's just very durable. So with all that being said, it's held up beautifully. And as I said, the caviar just kind of gets better over time. It still looks very, very poofy. The structure on the sides is still good. A lot of times they'll point a little bit from carrying. Mine's, you know, still in very good shape there. It's not pointing. And the sides, I would say they could be in a little bit, but they're not horrible here on the sides. The chains, I don't know if you'll be able to hear, but they're still a little squeaky, I would say. Definitely a little squeaky still, especially at the stitch points. They still are a little squeaky. Some people it drives them crazy. It doesn't really bother me. It reminds me when it was new, so that's kind of a nice thing. And the chains are still in really, really good condition. I haven't had any loose, you know, pieces here where it's stitched together. I haven't had any, you know, lifting or real obvious threads being loose or popped or anything like that. The hardware is obviously going to get some little superficial scratches here and there, but for the most part, the chain strap is still in very, very nice condition, and the gold is very bright and shiny still. And as far as cornerware goes, I don't really have any cornerware to speak of. You'll see right there that big white scuff. I'm not really sure what happened. The last time I used it, I went to change out of the bag and I was like, what happened here? I'm actually going to use probably an alcohol-free baby wipe, because I've done that with my Alma on the damier brown leather, and it works well to kind of just apply a little bit of pressure and it should come out, but it's just a very little small white scuff. I don't really, like I said, I must have run into something. But as far as cornerware goes, I have pretty much no cornerware on this handbag. So there's the bottom, still in really nice shape. And just overall, the shape is nice. It's still very structured looking. The caviar is still very kind of puffy and shiny and beautiful. As far as price goes, when I bought this bag, it was $5,500 retail. And I did open a Saks Fifth Avenue card at the same time that I bought it, so I got the 10% off. This bag, I believe, now retails, it's gone up $700 since I bought it, so it's $6,200 now in the States. If I were to buy again, I probably would try to find pre-loved, because you can find bags that are practically like new on Fashion File and the like for quite a bit under retail. So that's probably the route I would go, having it authenticated to make sure, you know, you feel like your peace of mind is there. But that's probably what I would do were I to buy this bag again today. And I, of course, do love the gold hardware still. I don't find it too dressy. I don't find it that, you know, if I want to throw it on with jeans, that it's too, you know, flashy or anything. I just still really love the gold because I feel like it's sort of the classic. So that is the 3-year update on this bag. If you have any questions I haven't addressed, or if you have anything that you'd like to add to this review and wear and tear, please comment in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you do have. This size is great for me. I find that it holds everything I need. I don't find it too heavy. It's a shoulder bag, so you just aren't, you don't have it in the crook of your arm where it's a huge burden. I know a lot of people can't take the weight of the jumbo, but honestly, I find it to be perfect, and it's not heavy at all. It's very comfortable on the shoulder, doubled. So the only thing I do wish is that it was a little bit shorter if I wanted to wear it with one handle, like as a long shoulder strap, but I understand why it's the way it is. The medium large is definitely more suited to that. But other than that, I think this bag is just like, a 10 out of 10. So again, if you have any questions, please comment below, and I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this 3-year wear and tear update on my Chanel Jumbo in the black caviar leather with gold hardware. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Take care, guys.